I came to CLA about 13 months ago almost, and I was very overwhelmed. I had helped my parents move out of a 5-bedroom farmhouse, and I hadn't made room in my own house, let alone was anywhere near ready to bring in their stuff and also make room for my mom and my stepdad to come live with me. I do have a 4-bedroom house. I certainly had enough room for them, but I had way too many things. I was excited one day after Googling clutter. I found this beautiful program, and I waited a few days to call into a newcomers meeting. I heard hope. I had definitely some apprehension about how on earth God could help me clean up all my stuff, and I was very overwhelmed. I was good at shuffling things from one place to another. I was not good at getting rid of things. I did find hope in reading the steps, and I remember my first night I called my daughter and said, "Oh my goodness, there's a 12-step program for people like me." And I believed that I had found something that was going to help me. I started reading the steps to her, and I definitely had admitted my powerless over my clutter and that my life had become unmanageable. And I certainly came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. And I did make a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood God. And as I started doing the steps and making that searching and fearless moral inventory of myself and admitting to God and to myself and to others the exact nature of my wrong, I was definitely ready to have God remove all these defects of my character. I got in the step group right away. At least about 5 weeks after I got in, I started working the steps with others. My first little spiritual awakening in this program happened when a fellow suggested that I go in every room in my house and take a slow motion video of what my house looked like and then watch it. And I did just that, and I remember waking up that next morning and looking at that video and just being somewhat horrified at the amount of stuff I had. And I remember jumping in the shower and I was just bawling. I was so upset of how did I ever get to this point, because 2 years before that, my house was in great shape. Not to say that I wasn't a clutterer, wasn't a collector, wasn't somebody that would bring home building materials, all kinds of things to my house. I was a single mom. I would look at stuff as being money. I would pick up things and think one day I would sell them, and yes, I sold some stuff. I had yard sales. Anyway, in the end, I ended up taking some stuff to auction. I threw out a bunch of stuff. I had help from family and friends. I put a bunch of stuff out at the end of my driveway, and I really did get rid of all kinds of things. I don't really miss anything. I was thankful to have got the help that I needed, and I was very thankful to now say that I've had a miracle in CLA. I feel like there's a lot of hope here. When I got my literature collection book, I started reading these 18 bullet points on page 18, and I just started doing all of them. I was certainly not bringing in any more stuff. I went to tons of meetings. I certainly had an open mind, and I listened. I volunteered, and I read. I certainly used the Serenity Prayer. I used lots of the tools of recovery. I got a buddy right away, somebody I could check in with, and others. I started listening to the affirmations on the website. I certainly read the CLA literature collection. I love going to the 10 Years of Clarity reading meeting every day at 3. I talked to people before and after meetings, and I just went to the meetings all day and night for many hours a day. I shared with others. I did get a sponsor and I got in a step group. I started studying the steps, started living in them and working them. I certainly volunteered and did service. I even attended business meetings. I started writing every day. And I certainly incorporated the practice of the 12 steps in my life. And I did start decluttering, one day at a time. I learned lots. I learned, take something out, use it, put it away. I appreciated all the helpful people that were here. And I learned what it was like to be part of a family of clutterers, and I realized I wasn't alone. What my life is like now, I still am a clutterer. I still can be messy. I still can leave things out, but I don't have so much stuff around me. I really can, call for an appliance workman to come to my house, and it wouldn't take me long to get ready to have him walk freely in my house. My daughter's idea was to start getting rid of shelves and getting rid of stuff I don't need, and it was quick for me to realize that my family, friends, and relationships meant more to me than any of my stuff. I got involved with a number of different committees. I just really wanted to help others, and I continued to be a newcomer greeter in CLA, and I really can't even begin to tell you how thankful I am that I found this program. I found other people like me, and I think if you work this program, you will have all kinds of hope as well. But it is a spiritual program. It's also one of action. They say action is a magic word. And God could be good orderly direction, gift of desperation, whatever it is to you. I wish you all the best in your journey here in CLA. Please keep coming back. It works if you work it. And I honestly believe in 12-step fellowship as a way of life, and I yearn it. I live it. And I'm happy to be on this journey with all of you. Thank you for letting me share.